Centuries Fox getting up on the inside of Veritable Lad. 2 lengths behind them, Top Walk, and they're being followed then by Houdini Robe, well back on the inside. Then follows Jonesy's Flyer, and back last is Academy Bow. They sweep the corner on the first circuit now, and the leader is Gentleman Jack. He's gone clear a couple of lengths in front of Sergeant Pepper's second. Third placing held by our Playmaker on the outside. Centuries Fox has been inclined to throw his head about in the early part of this race. He's in 4th placing on the rail, and 2 lengths Veritable Lad. Top Walk pushing up in the centre, and over on the inside is Houdini Robe, followed by Jonesy's Flyer and Academy Bow. In front of the judges' box, they leap this next hurdle, and all jumping it successfully, and they turn out of the straight with Gentleman Jack setting a good tempo. He's out 4 to 5 lengths clear. Running second is Sergeant Pepper. Another 5 lengths back is our Playmaker third. 2 lengths further back, Veritable Lad on the outside of Centuries Fox. Then came Top Walk on the outside of Houdini Robe from Jonesy's Flyer and Academy Bow. At that next hurdle down the side, and Gentleman Jack is still a clear leader as they jump that one. He's the best part of 3 to 4 lengths in front. Running second is Sergeant Pepper, and they've got away at least a dozen lengths clear from in third placing our Playmaker. 3 lengths behind him, Veritable Lad and Centuries Fox when they go to the next hurdle. Then, the second horse jumped, the third horse jumped that one poorly there, our Playmaker. In behind him then, Veritable Lad over on the outside of Centuries Fox. Then, as they come to that hurdle near the 1400 metre mark, Houdini Robe and Top Walk together from Jonesy's Flyer, and Academy Bow is still about 2.5 lengths last of all. They have a break from hurdling for a little while here, and at the 1200 metres, the leader is Gentleman Jack, about 2.5 lengths in front. Running second, Sergeant Pepper. 6 lengths away is our Playmaker, a length and a half to Jonesy's Flyer, improving quickly. Centuries Fox is under a lot of pressure. Top Walk 3 wide starting a run. Veritable Lad 2 is under pressure here with 1,000 metres to go, and then Houdini Robe and Academy Bow is being ridden along. The field is bunching now, and he's only about 8 lengths off the leading horse. Back past where they started from to the railway side at the 800 metres. Here's the next hurdle looming up, and Gentleman Jack a length and a half in front of Sergeant Pepper, who wrapped it but continues to make ground. So too does Jonesy's Flyer, and then our Playmaker. 2 lengths behind them, Top Walk when they come to the hurdle near the 600 metres. Academy Bow is outside him, starting to make some ground, still under pressure. Veritable Lad and Centuries Fox are both struggling under extreme pressure as Jonesy's Flyer shot to the lead around the home turn. They're coming around the bend now with Wonder Jump, and Jonesy's Flyer race 2 or 3 lengths in front. Gentleman Jack has had enough. Going past him again, Sergeant Pepper. Then Top Walk battling away, followed by Academy Bow. It's Jonesy's Flyer, the leader, into the straight from Sergeant Pepper, Gentleman Jack, and then Academy Bow on the outside. Jonesy's Flyer led though. Here's the last one coming up. He's clear from Sergeant Pepper. Jonesy's Flyer steadies at the last. He jumped it well from Sergeant Pepper in second placing near the 200 metres. They're followed by our Playmaker holding down third. Jonesy's Flyer kept going in the last 50 metres, sticking on grimly Sergeant Pepper, but Jonesy's Flyer will be too good by a length and a quarter, Sergeant Pepper. 5 lengths away third is our Playmaker, then Gentleman Jack. Academy Bow didn't keep that sustained run going. Behind him to finish was Centuries Fox, followed by Veritable Lad, and then Houdini Robe, and Top Walk dropped out to be last of all.
Number 5, Jonesy's Flyer, making it 2 in a row over the hurdles. Return.
There's Love Scene going up into the line now. Races in the gold and light green colours. Yangtze River moving up into the stalls, and Arlena is going to be the last to move in. Arlena about to come in. Arlena comes in, all set now. Miss Peronda run favourite, but a huge move on track for Love Scene. It's halved its opening quote. Away they go, over at the 1400. Miss Perron, if anything, a little slow. Love Scene began fast. Fayette, one of the first out, leads in the early part. Speak French heads it off now. Speak French running to the lead inside the 1200, a length and a half to Fayette. Jingle Bells third inside our Croupier, and then Love Scene in 5th placing. Nassadol getting through on the inside of it. 2 lengths further back is Yangtze River, followed by Arlena. Miss Perron back second last in a truly run race, and Western Reality is last of all. Well strung out to the railway side, and Speak French a length and a half to Fayette. Fayette. About 2.5 lengths to Jingle Bells, 1.5 to Our Croupier. Nassadol on the inside of Love Scene, and they're followed 1.5 further back by Yangtze River. Then came Arlena, Miss Perron, and Western Reality 3 deep, and last of all when they head to the 600 and Speak French in control, led by 2 lengths to Fayette. Moving up third, Jingle Bells, Our Croupier out wider, Nassadol the fence. Love Scene close enough within about 5 lengths of the leader, easing to the outside. They're followed then by Yangtze River. They're bunching now. Miss Perron is coming wide under pressure, nearing the turn now, and Fayette took the lead. Coming after it, Jingle Bells on the outside now. Love Scene getting out wide, and Miss Perron is chasing it home down the outside into the straight now. They've fanned across the track. Jingle Bells in the centre, and Fayette out wide of Love Scene. It's not going on at the moment. Miss Perron with a run, but Jingle Bells inside the 200, the leader. Miss Perron the danger, coming home strongly. Miss Perron getting to Jingle Bells, and then Fayette. It's Miss Perron taking the lead on the outside. Jingle Bells is kicking back. They hit the line. Give it to Miss Perron just over Jingle Bells. Close up third, Fayette. In behind those to finish. At the head of the others was Yangtze River. Then Love Scene, who didn't finish off the last 200 metres. Nassadol, Western Reality behind them, Arlena. Our Croupier, I don't think she handles the wet after that. And Speak French, who led them up, dropped out to finish a long last. Jareen goes into her position. Field is nearly ready. Coming up now is Scarlet Rocket to complete it. Scarlet Rocket completes the lineup, and they're all set to go. Corona Star in a middle gate. Off they go. Margarine began very quickly. Corona Star looked to be slow. Away fast as Scarlet Rocket on the outside with Irish Connection. Emotional Success began quickly with Afra Ben when they settled down, and then Timeless Escape pretty tightly bunched, passing the 1,000. Irish Connection now headed off on the inside by Emotional Success. Afra Ben pushing up on the fence. Scarlet Rocket out wide makes almost a line of 4. Sepra Bene very wide and company there with Song of the Blues. Just behind them, Margarine and Corona Star. They're only within about 2 lengths of the leading horses. Episode over on the rails. Back behind them, passing the 600 metre mark, is Timeless Landscape, Active Devotion, and Final Hit last of all. Only about 8 lengths first to last. Afraben, the leader, all staying well away from the rail. Afraben, a length Emotional Success, who's hanging in green round the turn. Episode getting up on the inside from Scarlet Rocket. Margarine under pressure. Then came Timeless Landscape, followed by Corona Star. They're into the straight, and Afraben's booted about 3 in front here from Episode. Emotional Success. Margarine down the outside from Timeless Landscape. Nothing else making ground. Afraben 150 to go, more than 2 lengths to Episode and Emotional Success. Afraben is clear, holding them safely by 3 lengths over Episode, and Afraben takes the prize, runs in towards the rail but gets in comfortably. Afraben over Episode, and third Emotional Success. They were clear of Timeless Landscape and Margarine. A break in the field is Song of the Blues and Active Devotion, followed by Corona Star. Back behind them to finish was Scarlet Rocket. Seprabene's finished well back with Irish Connection, who was one of the last in company with Final Hit.
Very good ride there by Eddie Wilkinson aboard number
Afraben is the winner before. All set now. Ready to go, 1,000 metres. Off they go. Bagpipes began well. Solomon Prince seemed to knuckle at the start, settled down a clear last. King Carl began quickly with Matrix Hunter on the outside. They set up a length and a half early. Over Memor getting up on the inside of Cinnamon Cove. Regula outside them. Then a length and a half to Bagpipes, second last over on the inside. And Solomon Prince is last of all when they hit to the 600 metres. And King Carl a half length in front of Matrix Hunter. 2 lengths to Bagpipes getting up inside Memor. Cinnamon Cove, Regula out wider. And back last of all is Solomon Prince, about 4 off the leader. Bunch coming to the home turn now, and Bagpipes is getting right through on the inside to join King Carl. Matrix Hunter on the outside of them, clear of Memor when they corner. Bagpipes against the inside in front of King Carl. Then Regula coming down the outside. Matrix Hunter gone. Memor running on. Bagpipes against the rail, the leader with 100 metres to go. He's a length and a half or 2 in front now from Regula and Memor. Here's Cinnamon Cove. Cinnamon Cove flying. Bagpipes in front. Cinnamon Cove and Regula coming at him. Cove can't get there. Bagpipes wins it a long neck to Regula second. Photo third, either Cinnamon Cove or Memoir. Clear of Solomon Prince. King Carl dropped out, and so did Matrix Hunter to finish last of all.
Number 1, Bagpipes. Good backing.
Bagpipes the winner, number 1, the favourite, landing the prize over. We wait only Principe Walk to move up into the line now. He's back on track, stood up well on the inside. Principe Walk's going to be the last to join them over at the 1400 for the 5th event, the Ben Chaffee Handicap. 1440 metres. About to come up and complete the line up here for the 5th event of the day. Light flashing away. Principe Walk just proving shade reluctant to move in. All set. Ready to break 1400 metres. Off they go, and the starter sent them away beautifully, and Whistle Up was the first to bounce out of the line. Slim Ruler's going up fast to attack it and run to the lead early though. Principe Walk away very quickly, has gone up to third now, followed by Bolster Wonder Lord Dresden. They're followed by Razor Count on the outside, and he's back on track. A couple of lengths further back in the field then came Navajo Boy. Settling towards the end of the field as Paris Archway when they went past the 1,000 metre mark, and Ideal Poet is just ahead of it. Bernari about the middle of the field, and Slim Rule led by 2 lengths now to the railway side. Principe Walk up to second. Whistle Up is 2 lengths back third on the inside of Bolster. 1 Bernari Lord Dresden, followed by He's Back on Track. Back behind them Navajo Boy. Razor Count now third to last. Ideal Poet or Brilliant Poet is behind it, and a long last is Paris Archway. They're strung along down to the 600 metres. Slim Rule a length to Principe Walk travelling. A length and a half to Whistle Up on the inside, followed by Bolster under pressure. Getting through on the inside is Brilliant Poet with He's Back on Track. They're getting up inside Lord Dresden, Bernari under pressure, and they're followed by Navajo Boy when they came to the turn. Slim Rule, the leader from Principe Walk. They're coming to the outside in front of Whistle Up and Brilliant Poet, who saved ground on the rail, and then Lord Dresden down to the 200 now, and it's on the outside Principe Walk and Whistle Up coming together. Or Slim Rule between them is running out of room, and Lord Dresden is closing on them all. Lord Dresden racing up to Whistle Up and Principe Walk. Lord Dresden on the outside and Whistle Up from Principe Walk, but Lord Dresden in front, and Lord Dresden wins at 3/4 to, I'd say, Whistle Up second, just in front of Principe Walk. Then came Slim Rule. Back behind him to finish in the race was Razor Count, who made up ground, followed by He's Back on Track, and then Navajo Poet, Navajo Boy, I should say. Back behind him was Brilliant Poet, Bolster, Bunari, and Paris Archway was a bad last.
He's been a long time out of the winner's stall, but number 6,
Lord Dresden has got the money, ridden by Jason Patton. Number 6, Lord Dresden, Jason Patton, has taken it out, coming down the outside. Timpanet comes up into the line. Belrive having to contend with the inside barrier. Miss McCartney is the last to move in. Field looks ready, the light flashing. Now they're set. Racing. Belrive began well on the inside. Christina a little slow to move. Meccano began quickly over on the outside. Fire Lake was into stride fast. And as they come through the first 200 metres now, it's going to the lead. Meccano out wide. At the 900 metre mark, Meccano led Tippy and Fire Lake deeper out. Just behind them is Timpanet moving up to 4th deep around Miss McCartney in the centre, Bewitch, and then Belrive over on the inside, followed by Christina and Southlands, had dropped out to be last. Heading to the 600, and Meccano out by a length and a half to Tippy and a neck to Fire Lake. 2 to Timpanet, who's in 4th place but is under the whip to be there, followed by Bewitch and Miss McCartney. Belrive over on the inside. Southlands hard ridden second last, and Christina is last. They're coming to the turn, and Meccano a length and a half in front of Fire Lake giving chase. Then came Tippy, and they're followed by, back behind them is Southlands coming to the outside. Belrive a good way back on the inside. Meccano leads, coming after it is Fire Lake down to the 200 metres, and they're well clear of Belrive and Southlands on the outside. Coming to the 150 15-metre mark now, and Fire Lake had raced to the lead for Darren Gauci. Southlands is running on, and Christina on the inside is coming at a great rate. Fire Lake, Christina pegging it back on the inside. Christina goes home the best. Christina's got up and won it on the inside, I'd say, from Fire Lake just in front of Southlands for the Miners. They were followed by Bewitch and Timpanet. Then came Belrove, who never came into it from the inside. Meccano dropped right out, Miss McCartney, and last of all was Tippy. Would dearly love to win this with Sweet Lady Bird, a race named after the champion mare which he trained in the early 1980s. Sweet Lady Bird coming up into the line now. So Countess Capri will be the last to move in. Now Countess Capri completes the line and they're set. Ready to go now for the Deck the Halls. Garden Terrace on the inside, they're away. Garden Terrace began quickly, and so too did the Stimulator. Vianetta, the favourite, jumped away okay with Dance the Night on the outside. Countess Capri is going forward in the early stages. Barbella dropped out to be last of all on the rail. Garden Terrace led through the first 250 metres from Dance the Night, moving up into second placing. Countess Capri is caught a little wide, and then the Stimulator pushing up to fourth, followed by Catani, fifth on the inside of Vianetta. Balustrade caught out three wide, and they're being followed then by Barbella sneaking through along the inside, followed by Sweet Lady Bird, who's second to last, and Calabash Bay had dropped out to last with 1100 to go. Not going all that hard, and Garden Terrace in control, led 3/4 of a length now to Countess Capri. 2.5 lengths away in third placing is the Stimulator, followed by Dance the Night on the outside in fourth place, and then Catani fifth on the rail. Then Balustrade still travelling out wide, Vianetta in the centre. A further break of 3 lengths to Barbella, and then Sweet Lady Bird, and last of all Calabash Bay. At the 800 metres now, Garden Terrace pulling against the rider about a half in front of Countess Capri. Dance the Night up to third from the Stimulator. Vianetta taking closer order, and they're followed by Balustrade out wide. Catani back on the inside of Barbella. On the outside of those horses with 600 to go is Sweet Lady Bird, and about 4 to Calabash Bay. Coming near to the home turn now, still Garden Terrace with a narrow lead on the inside from Countess Capri. Vianetta's gone up 4 wide, and Dance the Night between horses, followed by Balustrade and Barbella. Then the Stimulator under pressure, followed by Catani and Sweet Lady Bird. Coming around the home turn, Garden Terrace and Countess Capri with Vianetta joining in on the outside. Down to the 200 metre mark now. Vianetta's come with a rush to join Countess Capri and Garden Terrace. Catani getting right up on the inside, and Sweet Lady Bird with a rush on the outside. Vianetta a narrow leader here. Sweet Lady Bird now for Rob McGuinness. Sweet Lady Bird with Countess Capri fighting back, but Sweet Lady Bird does it. Wins it a neck to Countess Capri. Oh, anything for third. Vianetta maybe from Calabash Bay. Gee, it's been a bit of a run. It's come home very hard. And Catani close up on the inside. Then the Stimulator back behind them in the race to finish. Their Garden Terrace followed by Balustrade as well back. Dance the Night, and Barbella is last of all.
Rob McGuinness ran the race named after one of his favourite horses.
Sweet Lady Bird has won, ridden by Shane Trotter at number 10.
7 Countess Capri, 290.
154.56.
150. 13 Calabash Bay, 940.
Number 10, Sweet Lady Bird, Shane Trotter at first. Now coming up there, Noble Deed, over near the outside for Stephen King. Lights been switched on. Arden Street comes up into the gates, and the last to move in will be Bow Ties. Just circling behind the gates. Bowen Vale on the inside, Ancient City in 2, the 3-year-old with his big impost of 58 kilos. And now Bow Ties takes the outside barrier. So they're all set, ready to go here. And away they go. Noble Deed, the favourite over near the outside, began okay with Galaxy Jack and Bow Ties. Ancient City, the top weight, began well. He steadied early in the piece to get a sit behind the leading horses. Siobhan going forward in the middle now. Here's the post coming up the first time. Siobhan near the inside. Bow Ties wide out. Noble Deed is between them, heading out of the straight. King easing back, trying to get in. He does so now, followed by Bowen Vale getting up on the inside. Trapped a little wide there, turning out of the straight, going forward as Best Notes, followed by Luca Brasi Bowenvale, Ancient City, Arden Street, and Galaxy Jack had dropped out to be last of all. Siobhan, the leader, out to the 1800 metre mark, a length and a half to Bow Ties. Bowenvale third on the inside. Noble Deed one off the fence and working forward. Best Notes about 2 lengths further back is Luca Brasi on the outside of Arden Street. Galaxy Jack going up outside them now, and that leaves Ancient City at the rear of the field. So they're working along now out towards the 1500 metres, and Siobhan, the leader, a half to Best Notes, who's done a bit of work to get up second. 2.5 lengths away in third placing Bow Ties outside Bowenvale. 1.5 behind them Noble Deed, Arden Street on the rails, then Galaxy Jack, followed by Luca Brasi, and Ancient City is on the fence last of all. Siobhan climbs up the hill near the 1200 metres, a length and a half in front of Best Notes, a length away to Bowenvale, 1.5 away to Bow Ties, and then Arden Street on the inside. Noble Deed going up between horses, gets up to fourth now, a length and a half behind them Galaxy Jack, and then Luca Brasi, and Ancient City is still last with 1,000 metres to go and about 8 or 9 lengths from the leader. That's Siobhan in front, about a length clear from Best Notes in second placing. Bow Ties has gone up quickly on the outside to third. Bowenvale is fourth on the inside. Noble Deed close enough at the 800, followed by Galaxy Jack. Arden Street in an awkward place over on the inside from Luca Brasi. Ancient City is last in a very bunched field coming to the outside. You could throw a blanket over them. And Best Notes at the front. Siobhan's gone around the outside. Noble Deed coming, and Galaxy Jack has gone with a rush around the outside. Galaxy Jack and Noble Deed go to the lead together. Ancient City has come around them now from last and joined them at the home turn. And Bowenvale saved ground through along the inside. And then Arden Street when they came to the turn, and the 3-year-old with the big weight hits the lead. Ancient City takes it up into the straight from Bowenvale, and Noble Deed, she's struggling to go on. Luca Brasi's coming home, but Ancient City at the 200 broke 3 clear now from Bowenvale, Luca Brasi and Arden Street. It's Ancient City clear. Oh, wonderful win this. He's raced 3 clear from Luca Brasi and Arden Street, then Bowenvale, and Ancient City scores brilliantly for Brett Preble. Ancient City scores by over 2 lengths on the post to Arden Street. Luca Brasi a neck away third. Then Bowenvale, Galaxy Jack, Noble Deed, very poor. Long break to Best Notes, followed by Bow Ties and Siobhan last of all.
Number 1, Ancient City, a marvel.
Well, you've got to hand it to him there. That's a terrific performance, a 3-year-old against the open horse.